Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Dunbar Snack Bar. It is time for some more MLB The Show 23 and a Road to the Show series with Tex Ransom. Thanks for letting me have the last few days off. I had a lot going on in school, stuff like that. So I'm going to try and make it up to you guys by not only get a couple episodes out today, but hopefully over the next few days as well. We'll see how that all goes, but that is going to be my aim. When you take a look at some of Tex's stats right here, 421 batting average, 31 stolen bases. I really am surprised he's still hitting in the number 3 spot. He should definitely be the leadoff hitter for the team. That man gets on base. He can go ahead and steal second and third. You're looking at a run a lot of times to start off this game. Why the manager hasn't made that change, I don't know. Tex has been wondering that same thing as well. He's got a lot of negative impressions here of the Sod Poodles. Now, whether or not that's going to manifest itself in an upcoming press conference kind of remains to be seen. Whether or not he's learned some discipline as well with his mouth. Yeah, I don't have too much confidence necessarily in that. So we'll have to kind of keep tabs on what he's going to say in the next little bit. Make sure you guys are watching out for that one. 3-1 count now. Nobody on. So this is one of those situations like I was talking about. Like this man can get on base and steal. No way that one was a strike. Oh, man. Tex is mad. I'm not too happy with it. We'll kind of make up for it here on the next pitch. I do end up getting that walk anyway, so I won't complain too much about it when it all worked out the way I kind of wanted it to in the end. Now, Medina, while he does have some velocity, I think he's got a pretty good pitch delivery here for me to be able to steal on. As long as he goes... well, I went on the quick one here. Still able to make it into second base. It's going to be stolen base number 32 on the year. And when you take a look at his speed, over 20 miles an hour now. It's been interesting as Tex has really improved on his attributes to see that go up. Like I remember just not that long ago. I mean, we were looking at 19 miles an hour. Now he's looking at 20. That one, yep. Tex is going to be safe at third, and Ali Sanchez is going to be safe at first. So third baseman for the Midland Rockhounds not able to pick that up quick enough and get the throw over there. It's not often that you see Sanchez beating some of those throws. It's not the quickest on the team, but you see speed of 23. That one, though, right to the first baseman, so an easy touch on the bag. And that will go ahead and end the inning. So another situation where Tex is left stranded on base. Hoping for a run there to get that started off. Okay, 2 outs here in the top of the second with 2 on. A lot of 2 spoken right there. Hopefully we'll get an easy out here over at second. And there we go. Said 2 one more time there by mentioning the throw over to second. Man, why do I pick up on that stuff? I don't know. I just noticed that stuff, I think, more than the average person does. Anyway, second at bat here for Tex Ransom. Jeez. All right, nobody on here, so maybe we'll get some stolen bases here again as well and keep going with it here. It all depends on whether or not Medina gives me a good pitch to hit. And yes! Goes into left field, falls just short of the left fielder. And one of the things I've noticed, too, with Tex, as we've kind of been going through this series, a lot of hits that fall short. So I'm kind of concerned as the power increases for Tex, and that's kind of just a natural thing as I'm getting some hits and obviously progressing here, with even some of those. Gotta get back. No, with some of those dynamic challenges and stuff like that, too, I mean, we'll see that power improve, obviously. How many of these types of hits that I've been getting when they just fall short, I won't be able to get anymore. Like, where it would be falling short right now, it'll go right over to the left fielder, for example. Oh, my gosh. I did not make that one. I know I didn't necessarily get the best jump, but I felt like it was good enough. Oh, look at that. Max speed, 19 miles an hour. That's a 5% decrease in speed. And when you take a look at how close that one was, I think if he was going as fast as he was previously, he would have made that one. So not the best here, I feel like, for the game. Oh, maybe Tex was off on that one. I don't know, but we're down 2-0 here in the top of the 6th. I'm surprised we have not seen one run yet by my team. I mean, Amarillo, I feel like, has done a pretty good job when it comes to the scoring department. Not too many games have you gotten here to the bottom of the 6th and no runs have been scored yet. But I'll get an at-bat here coming up next. Yep. 2 outs. Not a big surprise. All right. Let's see what I'm going to get here for the dynamic challenge. I'm going to go with get on base after taking the first pitch. I want that clutch and the dynamic, or the program stars. That has been actually really helpful with the overall progression of Tex. If you don't have the game, there's a number of things that you can do to increase the class, I guess you could consider it here, of your particular player. And these program stars is a great way to do it. So I'm able to complete the challenge. Great. So get a little bit of a boost to clutch and get those program stars. And I think at this point, I am at the silver level for Tex. I still got more to do when it comes to the fielding side of things, just because I'm not choosing to go that route. Another stolen base, obviously, on a 2-0 count. Gosh dang it. The number of twos I've said this game. Look at that. 20.5 miles per hour. Keep going, Tex. I'm going to try and steal third here. Yep. That's a great pitch to go on. That changeup, that was low. With Ali Sanchez being a righty. That was perfect. All right, 34 stolen bases now for Tex on the year. I love games like this. Oh, I absolutely dig it. Just hit me home, man. Come on, this is getting pretty frustrating. All right. Okay. Strike 2. Counts full. Come on, man. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Oh, fouls off that one. My dude. We've got to make this happen. We've got to get a run here, and it is totally up to you. Now, this one, though, proves Tex is superhuman. Goes right through his skull. That man should be dead. Instead, it's a foul ball. So that's the game at work right there for you. You know, there probably isn't a duck animation or anything like that. I totally get it, but should have totally bounced off of Tex's skull. Well, Ali Sanchez walks. Roby Enriquez up at the plate now in an 0-2 count. It's going to watch that one for strike 3. No big surprise because it's the Sod Poodles who strike out more than anybody else in the Texas League. Managers not too happy with that. Neither am I. Neither is Tex. Like I said, Tex has a lot to be frustrated about here with his team. Get the throw over to first here in the top of the 7th. He'll be out. It's going to go ahead and end the top of the 7th. We've got the 7th inning stretch going, so you guys can jam out or whatever you guys do when this ends up playing. I'm curious if you guys just skip through it like I do, or if there are some people who just genuinely love like listening to that part. I don't know. I feel like I should be a better baseball fan and like actually take advantage of the 7th inning stretch even when I'm playing. Granted, I guess it's different when you're doing Road to the Show. It's not nearly as time consuming as if you're playing like a full-on franchise or a full-on 9-inning game where you're pitching and hitting, which I do need to do that. I probably should make an episode here sometime soon just talking about the A's and all that's going on with that, because I've had a few people like ask me what are my thoughts on it. Anyway, top of the 9th, we're down 4-0. This is a double play situation here. I'll get on over to the bag and get the throw over to first. So I'll get the double play here. These fielding moments, they are probably some of the most important I've got right now here for the development of Tex. I know I don't get too much of an improvement every single time, but that's where he needs the most amount of help. Well, Tex did an all right job this game. Team could have contributed a little bit more as well, but I'll strike that up here to successful pitching by the Rockhounds. Anyway, there'll be a part 2 coming on later today, I'm hoping. So thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. More to come. Until next time, hope you guys have a good one.